white-tailed eagle is the largest of the UK birds of prey. This is a bird which became extinct in the United Kingdom in 1880, but has now been reintroduced into the west coast of Scotland. This particular bird comes from a Maine zoo, and it is a 4-year-old immature bird, and it will be about 7 years old before it gets its full plumage. Most of the young eagles which were released in Scotland were birds which were taken from Norway and were released using falconry techniques to get them back into the wild. This is a powerful eagle. It feeds exclusively on large mammals and fish. It's a very clever fishing bird, but it also takes quite large mammals. You notice that the local birds, the small birds, are always interested in very large eagles, and they tend to fly around above them. It's not very often that you see white-tailed sea eagles being used in falconry context, but as I say, this one belongs here in the lane, and you can see it in the lane zoo at any time flying. In a few years' time, this bird will have its magnificent mature plumage and a lovely white tail. Hope you enjoyed watching that one, ladies and gentlemen. That's the white-tailed sea eagle. We're going to move on to the second bird in demonstration, and from one very large bird to the very smallest bird that we find in the United Kingdom. This is the smallest of the British falcons, and it's a bird of the moorland. It catches small birds and things like skylarks. We're going to see if we can persuade this bird to fly with two of us using birds. My daughter will release the bird, and we'll stoop it to the lure, and then she will swing her lure, and we'll see if we can get it flying between us. Can you notice the small birds that were so keen on mobbing the eagle are all of a sudden very scarce? Okay, we're going to let him have a little rest because being a little guy, he tends to get very hot very quickly. Good point. Now he's pretty exhausted, he's had a little fly. We'll get him to fly and hopefully catch the lure in the air. These birds are flown normally as skylarks. Come on. Is he caught up? Can we let him take the lure now and have his reward? Good boy. Just give him a few moments to recover, and we'll pick that bird up. But walking with Merlins in the United Kingdom is a very specialist form of falconry. We have to be incredibly careful picking them up from the ground because they have a tendency to carry and to fly off with the small bird that they've caught. there we have the bird safely back on the fist. I hope you enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen. That's the European bird. Now once that little bird is safely out of the arena, we have a hawking party setting out for an afternoon sport in the UK. And the guys here are flying Harris Hawks. This is not a native bird of the United Kingdom, but it's a very popular bird in the UK. And the quarry that is mostly flown are rabbits. In the UK, rabbits live underground, in burrows, and we need to bolt the rabbit out from its home in order to chase it with our hawks. So in order to persuade the rabbit to leave its home, we use a little ferret, which we have here in the box. This is a small, aggressive animal. The ferret is introduced into the underground burrow, and the rabbit then is away, and the Harris Hawk is after it. Now, Harris Hawks are capable of catching many other species besides rabbits. They can catch hares, and pheasant, and duck. You can see the falconers now persuading the Harris Hawk to leave the rabbit and to return to the fist. Harris Hawks are really unique birds. They are the only bird of prey that hunts in groups. And family parties of 6, 7 or 8 birds will live and hunt together, and they will share their food. We will just put the ferret back into the berry to bolt out any other remaining rabbits and see if we can get another one to run. And there it goes. The second rabbit, which is successfully taken by the Harris Hawk. Now, on a good afternoon in the UK, a Harris Hawk might take a dozen or 14 rabbits. But of course, at this time of the year in the UK, these birds could be flying in temperatures which may be down to perhaps minus 15 degrees with snow on the ground. So that is the way that hawking is carried out in the United Kingdom, and we would normally use goshawks as well as Harris Hawks, but unfortunately we have no goshawks here at the festival. Give them a clap, ladies and gentlemen. That's the Harris Hawk.